Right, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we have a fun one because we're going to get to play with Devil Dinosaur and Shuri that we haven't really played in anything yet this season, so this should be fun. So we're going to start with a couple of Fugitive Droid, because if we have a bunch of things making artifacts, we'll occasionally get to attack with this where it's unblockable, and that's super nice, and it does actually prevent some stuff from being killed, which is great. We have Spyglass Siren, because it makes an artifact and it flies. Bushwhack to help us find lands, but it is one of the few removal spells we have in the deck. Couple of Defend the Rider to further protect some things. Llanowar Elves, because, again, mana's just good. But Shuri, if you don't know what it is, it's Wakandan Inventor, 1 and a blue for a 2/1. Artifact spells cost 1 less, and you can pay 1 and tap it, and target artifact you control becomes a copy of another artifact you control, but it's not legendary, which can allow us to do a few fun, tricky things. We have some Michelangelo Weirdness to 11, because putting counters on stuff is good, and we have a couple of ways to do that. We have Tough Cookie, so we can turn any of those food or maps or treasure or whatever we make into 4/4s and attack with them. We have a few copies of Quandrix Charm, mostly going to be used as a counter spell to protect our board from sweepers and whatnot, but occasionally being able to get rid of enchantment or turn something into a 5/5 will be pretty good. There is one copy of Sir Ginger, because we're going to be sacking a lot of artifacts, maybe we get a little bit of extra bonus, and you could do some fun stuff with Shuri as well. We have the Ooze, because it makes mutagen tokens that puts +1/+1s on things and just keeps generating more and more. We also have Sentinel, the Nameless City, because again, it makes a map that could put counters on things. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. This is the 3-mana 2/2. Whenever you draw your second card of the turn, it becomes a 6/6 and gains trample. And whenever you have an artifact enter the battlefield, you get to draw a card. So pretty much every time we make a map, whatever, then this turns into a 6/6 and we get a card. And Iron Man armor, because if we're gonna have all these artifacts, this is another way we could win. Also, if our board gets swept, Iron Man armor can just come over and attack, so that's actually pretty cool. And Mutagen Man to make the cost of all these artifacts cost that much less, while hopefully generating us enough mutagen that we could take advantage of things. So yeah, this should be a fun and interesting ride. No idea how good it is, but we're about to go find out. Strap yourselves in, grab your favorite beverage, let's go. Unfortunately, we have only blue lands, so that's an easy mulligan. And this hand doesn't do anything. Alright, I guess this is our answer. Oh boy. Alright, I guess we gotta make it like this. Alright, picked up a Llanowar Elf. I don't know if it's gonna do much. Deceit, sure. I guess we're going to need to find our Ooze so we can remove stuff from their graveyard. I mean, they're almost always going to take Shuri, because it's the card you don't know what it is or what it does. You almost always assume it's key to the opponent's deck, right? Here's a Bushwhack. That doesn't really help other than the fact that we could thin the deck out, but I don't know if that's worth it. Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to need to remove their graveyard pretty quick, or things are going to go real badly. Deceit, sure. I'll lose a Bushwhack, I guess. Okay, Quandrix Charm. It kind of reduces what we wanted to do a little bit, because I was going to just activate Tough Cookie, but let's see what happens with this. I don't think we even want a Llanowar Elf right now, which is sad. Alright, attack for 5. I mean, that's not nothing. Oh, wait, I needed to keep the Llanowar Elf back. Oh, no. Okay, that's not the worst. That could have been way worse. I don't know if Quandrix Charm's going to be enough, though. Because now we're down to basically only attacking for 2. That'll help on future turns. And the turn? I mean, if we found Iron Man armor, that would give something +2. And then... Alright, they chose not to do anything. Interesting. Now, they may be afraid of the fact that we didn't crack a map or whatever. Yeah, they're checking, because it does look a little suspicious. We're not activating our cards. Why are we leaving mana open, right? Oh, so we're going to go green, green to get rid of something. All right. Yeah, Tough Cookie goes away. Feels reasonable. That wasn't really part of our plans in any way, so we're okay with that. Shuri, you're neat. Oops, let's crack the map. And the reason I'm using the Llanowar Elf is if the opponent was going to try to remove a creature and then have something on their turn, like, this actually benefits us. To say, you can't just kill our Llanowar Elf now. And then keep us from not being able to use our charm. This could be fun. They could... Oh, well. Let's try to counter it. I mean, opponent probably has to go for it here now anyway, because they know we have the ooze on top of the library. So you weren't going to get to target what you wanted to next turn. All right, we're kind of slowly making a go of things. We will attack for 2. Because if they have a removal spell, us getting an ooze token and then, or mutagen token, then using it wouldn't have been enough. All right. We're trying to pull it off. I don't know if we're gonna... Opponent's at 3, though. We're in pretty good shape. Oh, okay. Actually, that's still not terrible, though. Still not terrible. We need them to not get a removal spell, but still not awful. By the way, we're doing all this with just 2 lands in play this whole time. Haven't even seen another land. I saw a Llanowar Elf. Oh, interesting that there's a Dredger's Insight. Didn't expect to see that. Let's go ahead and get rid of Arden, because we don't need them having any more flyers. Well, here's a land that shows up late. Yeah. This is so tough. This is so tough. So they don't have any flyers. So let's go ahead and make them commit to something. Whether we like it or not, I think this is what we have to do. Get rid of Wistfulness. And then we'll put 1 mutagen on a Spyglass Siren. Okay, cool. They didn't have the removal. Yeah, the plan was going to be just put 1 on each one and say, all right, if you have a removal, at least you block, we don't lose anything. Because if we just do it to one of them and then force them block, they go to 2 and it just looks ugly. So we might as well go for it because our hand doesn't have anything else in it. But yeah, somehow we played the majority of that game with just 2 lands and it was good enough. This feels good, so we'll keep. Here comes a duress. Oh, intimidation tactics. I mean, you're probably taking Llanowar Elf. Though, if you look at somebody's head, you see Sir Ginger, you're probably like, what is this pile I'm about to stare down? Because that would be part of my question. Just like, what really is about to happen here? Yep, and they took the Sir Ginger, as I expected they would. Now, they might also just have more discard spells anyway, so we'll see. Sunset Saboteur. Alright. Let's go with Fugitive Droid. And just pass the turn, I guess. They know half of our remaining cards. So here's an interesting thing. If the opponent attacks, I think we double block. Well, we need to stop that. Never mind. Sounds good. Put a counter on Llanowar Elf, because I'm probably going to be tapping that for mana. Wow, you put it on the thing that's going to possibly be unblockable. That is a genuine surprise. Here's a question, though. Do we do this for 2 or for... I think we want to leave up a removal spell. Or prevent a removal spell. So let's just do this for 1. So Mutagen Man will come down. Put this on the Fugitive Droid. Because the fun part... I guess, I don't know. Yeah, we'll probably just end up using the Defend the Rider anyway. Would have been better if I had them ooze out first. Yeah, we'll play the silly game. Oh, I can't pay green. This doesn't make green yet? Why does it not? Wait. No, it does, because... Oh, that's a Botanical Sanctum. Oh, that sucks. Oh, no. I thought that made green mana. Otherwise, I would have manually tapped. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter, because these both just make blue. Yeah, didn't have a choice there. I could have just played the ooze instead. That's a bad situation. Yeah. That's kind of bad. Not even kind of bad. That's very bad, actually. We go Spyglass Siren. Pass the turn. Now, the opponent might try to sweep the board. If so, we will protect the Mutagen Man. All right. Since we do have green mana now. And now the opponent can't really attack. Granted, now if they find a sweeper, we're kind of up against it. So let's just start doing what we can do. Taking out the higher cost spells, so if they do get a deadly cover up, they can't just exile as easy. All right. Bossing Say. That is nice, actually. So we'll need that later. Crack a map. See what we find. We're playing really light on land, so we shouldn't hit too many. But of course, there's one. I'm going to put 2 counters on Mutagen Man just so we can attack with more things and get value. Let's go. Probably could attack with Llanowar Elf here too, because whatever. Opponent found another removal spell. Oh, Bandit's Talent. Alright, yeah, I lose a land. That's fine. Bandit's Talent's not that scary. Yes, the opponent can't even attack here. That's not good for them. Oh, Bushwhack's kind of cool, though. 4, 5, 6. Could I? Nope, that doesn't really work that way. I was trying to see if there was a way we could get the Scholar or the Saboteur out of the way and still do something, but I could. Actually, we could do this. So we use Bossing Say on a land. Use the land itself. I guess we just attack though, right? Because again, this doesn't make green. Gosh dang it. Oh well, we're attacking. Could have used the ooze beforehand. I probably should have. That was a little bit lazy. Likely doesn't matter though. It makes us a couple more ooze tokens because what I was going to say is it doesn't really matter where your tokens come from. They don't have to come from mutagen. So anything that has +1s becomes mutagen. But yeah, I should have just done it pre-combat anyway. Got another point in. So the opponent being at 3, there's a chance we could have like made a land into a creature and then put a mutagen token on it or something. But regardless, came out okay on that one. Okay, let's try it. Llanowar Elf, probably just into Iron Man armor and just start getting that train going. Because, I mean, if the opponent wants to destroy a Llanowar, they're going to do it anyway. It's not going to discourage them anymore one way or the other. Yeah, it's intriguing, but doesn't do much. What if we played an ooze? No, let's just attack. I was thinking about tapping the Llanowar to play the ooze, leave up a Quandrix Charm, but like, that feels like we're just being too cute at that point. All right, end the turn. This is kind of a like, I'm in no hurry if they're in no hurry. Like, do your thing. Sure, it's efficiently countered. Oh, some lessons mixed in there. So that didn't even counter? Oh, you decided to look at the top cards. All right, I guess. Go attacking. What's funny is there's a point where you just have your equipment become a creature because it's more valuable than attacking. No thank you. Let's get rid of a lesson. So it feels like that might do something. What if we Fugitive Droid, tap for colorless, let's turn this into a creature since we just have more artifacts now. So we get in for 5 instead of 3. It's not a lot, but it's something. Yeah, Day of Judgment, you got it. Get rid of things from the opponent's yard. Hey, another armor. That's actually really good. Though... do I want to play the armor first? I think we do. Let's play the armor, and we'll go look for a land. Play a land in the turn. So if their plan is to play a bunch of sweepers or whatever, great. They'll have to have instant speed removal. Oh, opponent's dead. They're gone. They're cooked. Iron Man armor's getting the job done. Yeah. Nice. Oh, and we drew the third one. Excellent. All right. This becomes a 6/6. This becomes a 6/6. And we go attacking. Excellent. I swear, I feel like we've been running into all kinds of decks that are just playing a bunch of sweepers, trying to exile all your stuff, whatever. Which, I get it. That's a strategy when you're running into all these little creature decks. But, I don't know. There gotta be ways to find, like, actual threats you can attack with. Ooh, this is not great. We need to find all the other stuff. But, in the meantime, I guess this is fine. Problem is, Llanowar Elf's about to die. We're only going to have one green source. Unless we use the Bushwhack to go find a forest. That's kind of an unfortunate situation. Intriguing. So we decided to just Slickshot show off. Huh. I wonder... Alright, let's see if we can find a spell on top. Not a land, not a land, not a land, not a land. Okay. We needed this Spyglass Siren to be at least a 2/2 to help us out. So now we can use Bushwhack maybe to get rid of something next turn. Emberheart Challenger, sure, you got it. Opponent's going to try to shoot our Spyglass Siren. Yeah, you get your challenger. Go and do whatever you're going to do. Nothing, because they probably want to save it for their slick shot turn. Okay. And we found a land to turn on our Verge, which is great. Okay. So, we can make Michelangelo pump Michelangelo to a 3/3 and then leave up these shenanigans. Or we could attempt to fight the challenger first, though it's a good chance they have a spell, so that doesn't really work out well for us. So I think we're just on Michelangelo. And I hate that we may have to use a spell to protect him, but that might just be what it is. So yeah, all right. I hate it, but here we are. Oh, do they not have anything? Oh. Oh. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, then I guess we just pass. See what kind of shenanigans they're holding on to. Maybe it's a bunch of pump spells that give stuff trample or whatever, and we just die anyway, but... I mean, if we do, we do, I guess. Oh, that's all they had? So their whole play was just get rid of Spyglass Siren. And then I guess try to force us to block and then get through for like 5 or 6. So yeah, the one Defend the Rider was all we needed that game. Ooh, we get to go first, but our mana is not good. Man. I'm gonna keep it and gamble. But we should lose this game. Because our early turns are gonna be all out of whack, and you need to have quality early turns in a deck like this. Oh, and a Cecil. That's great. Well, has to be on blue. I guess we're going to play Suri and hope for the best. Yeah, we're going to be in a world of hurt. I will just have to accept our beatings. Oh, boy. So we could like Llanowar Elf, Spyglass Siren. I guess we could Tough Cookie. No. Yeah, this is just bad. No matter how you parse it, this is bad. I knew it though. I kept a bad hand. We knew the risk. Here comes more humans. Cloak and Dagger. Probably just get rid of Suri. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Yeah, I mean, I guess we play Sentinel the Nameless City next turn. Oh, wait. They didn't get rid of Suri? What? I would have done that and just keep attacking. Yeah, sure. That's an interesting scenario. So why did they take that card over the other options? That's what I'm a little confused by. I mean, I guess we just play Sentinel the Nameless City. And then go ahead and run out a Tough Cookie. And then no attacks, just force the opponent to deal with some stuff, I guess. Arachne, guess what? You can call instant, and we're going to be okay with that. Is this only till end of turn? Yeah, till end of turn. What did they call? Artifact. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Not sure what the opponent's game plan is right now. I'm genuinely lost. I don't know what their expected outcomes are here. I mean, like, we attack with Cecil. I mean, attack with the Sentinel into a Cecil, I suppose, could be a plan. Because I kind of want to, I mean, Yeah, I'm just going to pass. We just don't have a reason to attack. Especially if we can protect our board or protect Michelangelo. Even as it stands, if the opponent sweeps the board, we get back the Iron Man armor, and that's not terrible. So it's kind of a win no matter how we look at it. So let's go Michelangelo. Fugitive Droid, all right. We could live with that, at least for the time being. Counters on the Spyglass Siren. Okay. I think... Is this where we're willing to let this card go? I think so. Though, having that on board would allow me to let Suri turn something else into a Fugitive Droid. So it could be kind of interesting. Alright. Let's go ahead and tap Llanowar Elf to mutagen on the Spyglass Siren. And go attacking for 5. No thank you. Oh, can that not be countered? Oh, could you have a Cavern of Souls? Yeah, okay, that's sure. That's fine. So they're going to try to make their creature indestructible or something next turn? I mean, worst case scenario, I could have made my creature a base power and toughness 5/5, which it's whatever. All right. We take a bit of a hit. Oh, a second Quandrix Charm. That actually is a little bit enticing. So how do we not die? Is the question. How are we even in this game? It started out so badly for us. The fact that this is even possibly a thing is amazing. I want to use Suri to turn this artifact into... Alright. Target artifact to become a copy of a tough cookie. And then we'll attack with Michelangelo, Spyglass Siren. Yeah, this is fine, I guess. I mean, we're in pretty bad shape, especially if they flash in some other creature. But kind of don't have much choice. Oh, what do they have? What do they have? 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. So we got them to block with a few things, which was good. That was kind of step 1 in all of this. So let's go ahead. Make Michelangelo bigger. So this is 7. So they're still going to take 4. 12. However, they will be able to gain 5. I think we just have to let that be. They're also going to take 2. Oh, wait. We wouldn't have been able to do enough. Wouldn't have been enough. We could do 4 more. They'd have been at 4, and then they'd have gone down to 2. Yeah, wouldn't have been enough. Close, but not quite enough. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They could have flashed that in. I was wondering if they had that. So we're probably cooked anyway. So they're just going to attack with everything. Stuff gets indestructible. So let's pass. We're going to... This would have to be double blocked, right? So we got 5 coming in the air. Because we want to get rid of that. We want to block here. We want to block here. So that's 7 coming through. As it stands. Alright. Let's see what the opponent does. Nothing? Alright. Man, if I'd have thought they had absolutely nothing, I might have blocked a little differently. All right, so opponent goes to a bunch, right? Back to 17. Oh, and they're getting our bushwhack. All right, we lose. We lose. Yeah, we can just move on. We're dead. Yeah, we'll keep it. See what we can run into. Should be pretty typical early turns, but we'll see. Go forest. Wow, almost did that wrong. I don't think we want to Surge Injure there. Badger Mold, you got it. Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to juice up this tough cookie, and we're coming in flying. And just seeing if we can outrace them, because there's nothing else I can think of that we can do right now. There's a few scenarios where we could just make a bunch more artifacts. Oh. Hunter's Talent, sure. You'd like to shoot down my flyer. That makes sense. Fortunately, well, then there's that. I was going to say there were ways to make more. But yeah, let's Spyglass Siren into Surge Injure and attack. Yeah, we knew Ouroboros was somewhere along the way. Sacrifice creature with flying. Yeah, sure. You got it. And the opponent does not attack. So if they play another Ouroboros, we could still just die next turn, right? But if we play... Actually, if we just attack with Iron Man armor, that's 5. They go to 10. Yeah, it wouldn't be enough. But even if we do this, we attack. That's only 5 anyway, and that's 10. So I maybe have to make it 10 and 10. So yeah, all right. Don't love it, but this is the risk we got to take. This goes to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I hate this life. All right. I mean, if they have another pick your poison or whatever, we're just dead. There's nothing we can do about it. This is just if they have it, they have it. Okay. So now we got to find an untapped land. All right, if we find an untapped land... Oh, we don't win because they're at 11. Oh, we'd be just short. All right, yeah. Oh, no, we'll have exactly 11. Oh, it wasn't there. Oh, we'd have been able to attack with both of the Iron Man armors and the Spyglass Siren. Dang, that sucks. Yeah, we just needed this to be a land, and it wasn't. Oh, that's brutal. Got stuck on 2 lands, man. A 3rd land, and we win the game. Ugh, tough. I guess this is fine. Mostly because we can search for land with Bushwhack. If we need to, we might magically find one from a map. You never know. Well, we did. So there's that. Not sure it still could be worth it to go search here, though. I think we do. Let's go search anyway. And then attack. Just give ourselves some options, have more mana later with the Mutagen Man. You know. Go attacking. This will probably... Oh, you have blue-white. You didn't remove anything or counter a thing? Weird. Oh, you know what? Is this... Did somebody, creator, make a thing? Because this is the third time I've seen one of these shrine decks on the ladder in the last couple of days. Which is very weird when we haven't practically seen any at all. Alright. I mean, did you find a counter? Or is Mutagen Man just going to eat it? Alright. Try to put one on a Siren. Wow. We did not want to find this much land, I'll tell you that. I mean, might as well. If they're going to sweep the board next turn, so be it. You just sweep the board. Let's... Do I want to crack that map? Not yet. So if we are going to lose the board, we'll just get a cheap map with our Mutagen Man. Alright, so they're going to gain 2. Go to 15. We can attack for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, potentially. 10, 11, 12. Yeah, not going to be enough. Not quite going to be enough. So let's just go ahead and ooze. They went and got a white land, which makes me think they're setting up for a sweeper. So let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. All things considered. Okay, that works. Then let's also remove this, because we're going to get all the +1/+1 counters back. Well, they'll be mutagen, so we'll be okay with that. And then, yeah, I'll go ahead and use it. Why not? In the turn. We kind of know what's coming. Yeah, of course. Oh, so we don't get our +1/+1s because they had an actual Ultima. Well, that's a thing. Alright. Play the land. Pass the turn. Probably another Ultima. Nope, not this time. Is this enough to win? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, yeah, they don't have anything, so we're good. Because we're going to get trample from all this. Unless they have something that does a thing to a attacking creature. If they do, they do. I can't imagine we need more than that, but we'll see if this is good enough. Alright, cool. We'll take it. Oh, man. Overall, this was a fun one, but the concerns I have are that, one, I'd like to play more Iron Man in this list. That felt by far the best thing, or Iron Man armor, I should say. And it was good every time. So I kind of just want a lot more of that. But I don't even know what we could get away with cutting. Maybe like a Sir Ginger, because what, we're playing 27 creatures, so we could probably get away without that. Didn't really get to see it do much, but honestly, there's just so many times Iron Man armor can just do so much after a sweeper or whatever. Quandrix Charm, also very good. And ultimately, a lot of times the deck just wanted one more land. I mean, we had a couple of games we lost just because we were stuck on 2 lands and couldn't do more. Or we had, like, weirdly some tap land. Matter of fact, I think we have to cut a Ba Sing Se just to reduce the number of early tap lands. And maybe add a forest? So yeah, that's probably the things we can do to fix our early draws. But yeah, for my money, I would cut one of something to play an additional land, especially now that we added another Iron Man armor, and we're gonna want to, you know, activate this, turn it into a creature a lot of the time. But I don't even know what that would be. Maybe you cut a tough cookie. Maybe you decide you want to play one less Spyglass Siren or one less Quandrix Charm. I'm gonna leave that to y'all because that's really the issue here overall. But I enjoyed it. It was fun. Kind of quirky. I think our record was 7-4, so it was good. It wasn't insane, you know, but it was decent. But yeah, Shuri, was Shuri good enough? Maybe not. Maybe that's where you find a land, right? Because like the idea with Shuri is we wanted to be copying Iron Man armors or being able to copy, say, like a droid, so you can make something unblockable and maybe put a bunch of counters on it. It just really didn't work out that often, though I do still like Shuri now that we have Iron Man, but maybe we cut one and we just play another island. I don't know, something that is untapped. But yeah, that's probably our best bet. Just something along these lines. Maybe you could play one of the blue lands that if you control a basic, you get to do something. Maybe one of those types of things. But overall, yeah, this was fun. I'm going to leave the list over on Moxfield like always. Y'all can go have some fun with it. You know the drill. So that's all I have for now. We'll see you next time.